Hello and welcome to DIYModLoader's first video Q&A session. Our one and only question comes today from Pilgrim3 on the North American server asking, "Good morning Spudman, you must be Irish." Actually, no. I just like French fries. A lot. I actually got that nickname back in 1998 when I was helping to develop, oddly enough, the first tank game that I played. It was a futuristic space tank game called Star Siege, and it was very, very fun, from the same company that came out with Tribes. Just a little background there. Alright, his actual question for me is, one of the folders I'm trying to load is full of subfolders for Hitskins and shows tomato. Should I ignore this? Thanks, Glenn. Well, Glenn, absolutely not. You shouldn't ignore it, and this is why. This is probably what your folders there looks like. And you got tomato folder, and you're like, my skins, I loaded them correctly. Well, let's take a look. You probably did this. Just like yesterday, I've got a My Mods folder, and in there I got 092, and you probably created a folder called My Vehicle Skins, and in that, you put your Vehicles folder. Well, other stuff has to come in front of this Vehicles folder. So to show you what that's supposed to look like, and what you probably saw when you downloaded it, you probably opened up a zip file, and it may or may not have said something here, and we're going to say, okay, what's in this folder here? And we take a look, and it's the vehicles. So we need to create the entire structure where I should correctly put vehicles. So from our mod folder, or our mod storage folder, we open up My Skins, and we want to create a folder called Res Mods. This is the same for every folder. If you have a skin folder, a sites, anything, when you open it up, the first thing you should see is Res Mods. Next thing you open up when you see inside of that should be 0.9.2. And you have to keep creating these folders based on where the file is going to eventually go. Now, as it happens, 0.9.2 is exactly where Vehicles needs to go. So we're going to drag and drop that Vehicles into this subfolder. And that's just going to take just a short second. Now, excuse me, pardon me for the hiccup. I'm going to do this 4 more times for 4 more mods, going over some of the other things that you can run into. We're going to do a mod pack, we're going to do ones that are built correctly, and we're going to do a couple, or at least one more that's not built correctly. So, taking a look from the beginning, we got My Vehicle Skins. That's going to be, this My Mods 092 folder is your mods storage folder. Inside there is My Vehicle Skins, Res Mods 092. This is what you always want to see. Mod folder, or storage folder, Res Mods 092. Storage folder, Res Mods 092. And then your stuff. Unless it's XVM, and XVM sits next to 092. It'll say storage folder, Res Mods, and XVM will be right here. But we'll cover that in a second. I'll show you an example of that. So let's see what else they've done for us. We got an ally outline. Alright, we open up the zip file. It's got a subfolder. We open up that, Res Mods. Oh, this is perfect. They created a subfolder for us. So we back up, take this ally outline, and drop it right here. So now it's ally outline, Res Mods 092. Storage folder, Res Mods 092. See the pattern? Let's try it again. In game. This is a clock. Alright. Subfolder, Res Mods. He did it good again. So we're going to back up, take the in-game clock folder, drop it in. Take a look. In-game. Res Mods. 091. Looks like somebody said this is 092 compatible, but forgot to change it. So what we need to do is change this 091 to 092. Because if it's not, it's never going to load. DIYModLoader will load it, but the game won't because it'll be in the wrong folder. And we'll close that. And let's see, let's try a mod pack. Gamers Mod Pack. It's the first version, it's not very big, but we'll see what he did. Gamers Mod Pack, Res Mods 092. And remember I talked about XVM being on the side of it instead of underneath it? It's set correctly. So we're going to go back up to the root. We're going to go to here. Okay? We're going to go Gamers Mod Pack drive in right there. So we got Gamers Mod Pack, Res Mods. There's 092 and all the stuff that goes there. But along with 092, there's also XVM and everything that goes there. Oh, I remember specifically, well, we'll cover that in a second. Our storage folder, last one. Let's see if we can get some difference here. Alright, so you got some Russian file here. Let's open this up. Hey, he's just got 092. Well, we need to create something, don't we? So we're going to come over here, create a folder called, I know it happens to be a site, so it's site And inside that site is ResMods. And inside ResMods is where you would normally put 092, but he provided 092 for you, so we're just going to drag it across. So it's going to be the same. Remember we talked about it before? Storage folder, ResMods, 092, and there's everything else. Now specifically you had a question about vehicles. If we take a look at your vehicle folder, it goes vehicle skins, ResMods, 092. Then the vehicles folder, just exactly where Watt thinks it's going to be. And all of its folders, your British tanks, the black prints, the stuff that goes here. See, it all follows the same pattern. So now let's take a look at what this is going to look like once it's in the game. We come back over here, we hit refresh mods, and now you notice vehicle skins is no longer tomato because we corrected the folder structure. Now here's a special thing to consider. Mod packs, no matter who they come from, they should always go first. So we're going to crank that up here. Let's crank up the text size so it's a little easier to see. Mod packs should always be first because they always contain multiple items. And then usually the stuff that you're loading afterwards is meant to enhance or replace certain pieces of the mod pack. But if you wait to load your mod pack last, say if we put it down here, then let's say you put a custom site here, but in your mod pack it loaded its default site. Well, it just wiped out your custom site you wanted to load. So that's why we always do mod packs first, no matter who they're from. Let's go ahead and select them all and load them up. And it's going to go ahead and load everything for you. Put any sound files in the correct place, back up your do everything that it's supposed to do perfectly. So that's it. Thank you very much for your question, this first video Q&A session. Thank you very much, Pilgrim 3. Thank you very much, World of Tanks. Have a great weekend. Remember, this is the anniversary weekend. Have fun. Kill lots of tanks. Make lots of gold. Spend lots of gold. And have a ball. And I will see you guys on the battlefield.